Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Frozen Synapse 2. Today is going to be mostly just us fighting Blue Sunlight, I think, because we're going to fight a defensive battle and then we're going to immediately fight an offensive battle. We have some units who have earned some names, but I think that this is the more pressing concern. And also, I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't given any thought to it yet. It's been a busy time. Oh, that strike team is in fact not going for us? Are they going for... I wonder if they're going for this building. Well, if they're not headed for us, then maybe we just strike out right now for their HQ, because we know that the only thing left at the HQ is that one defense team, right? Yeah, I think we do that. It might be that this this group of Blue Sunlight units is headed toward the Fixer-Upper, and if that's the case, we'll deal with it. So... who was it that was... you guys. Strike Fear 2, go. Let's be done with them. So if they do come over here, Strike Force Delta is going to have to... Boy, these are some real generic real generic force names. You know what? I think we're ready to handle them. I'm not worried. Yes, please store the bond there, even though... that place is just about to come under attack, almost certainly. Yep, that's exactly what they're doing. Alright, well, let's defend ourselves. We're certainly not surrendering. You know what, I probably could have made a little bit of an error here. Did not set up deployment. That would have been a smart thing to do. It's alright, we're going to be fine. So our SMG unit and our pistol unit here both have earned themselves a little bit of a recognition upgrade. I saw somebody recommended the Professional. Maybe the Pistol Professional, something like that. I do want to keep the alliteration. I like that a lot, actually. He did do some very impressive work. So, we have another one of these outdoor park areas. All of my units are, yeah, pretty deep in our base because I screwed up here. Oh, man. This is not ideal. I should have set up deployment. And then we're going to have some militia somewhere, hopefully nearby. Pistol unit over here. Is that it, really? Oh, no, there's an SMG there. Okay, so they may buy us the time we need for our units to wake up and receive orders. That said, you know, our scoped rifle is still in a position where he has the range advantage. The rifles try to step out on him here. I think he's got it under control. This pistol unit's very smart. And that did indeed wake us up. Rifle is saying he's got... Oh, he's got... Oh, really? He's got vision on that guy? Well, that's not actually going to happen. There's no way this dude stands still for that long. Okay, we got to get everybody else actually moving here. So, the Prince obviously is going to need to get closer before he can do anything cool. Maybe we should fall back instead, though? Yeah, that's probably smarter. Let's just have our dude... engage in a staged retreat here. A little bit at a time. Yeah, man, I could have made this, like, pretty good if I'd gotten the mine layer in a reasonable place before the combat started, and here's what I'm thinking. The mines, this would be a pretty good place to have a mine, right? Because it prevents this door and this door from being used effectively. We have a lot of entrances on this side of the building, which is unfortunate, but nothing we could do about it. I should be allowed to renovate. I own the building. But unfortunately, I'm pretty sure I'm not actually allowed to do that. Okay. I am confident we can hold this. Do I even want you... we could aim this way while we're backing up, but... yeah, I don't think that's necessary. Maybe start aiming once you get to here. I really do want you to fall back quickly. A single turn is not going to cover the amount of movement that we ordered to anybody, but I want to see where they're at in 5 seconds. Oh, apparently he's just gonna... okay. Yeah, this should be pretty easy for them to pick up. I'm not thinking that the militia are going to get any kills here. What they are doing is buying us time, so you do not need to be aiming, actually. And we can fall all the way back. They have to come to us to win. I guess the Prince of Pistols is over there. He's in position. Listen, if anybody here is a professional, always on top of it, always doing their job, it is him. So they finished off that guy, and now they're just hiding behind a car. I don't really know what their plan is, but if they're going to give me time to get my mine layer into position, I'm grateful for that. This is going to be a little tricky for the minigun unit to contribute to. I guess standing like here, we can fire through these doorways and thus invalidate both of those doors pretty well. Not really a safe position though, because we'll be snipeable through this doorway. We could do it the other way around though. Yeah. Okay, so what if the minigun guy is just trying to get over here? And then from here we can do that, right? And that makes a couple of doorways useless. Don't actually fire yet, but that's the idea. And you are going to go over here, lay a mine, and then run out of there. Try not to get locked off by my own explosives this time. And I kind of think I want to have this guy just standing out here for the moment. We might be able to get a free kill or two as they approach. And if they seem hesitant, we can just drop back inside. Let them feel safe enough to come into weapons range.
System primed.
You know, I was about to say I wish I could determine a length for my long turns, but I guess I can, right? Because I could just have a stationary unit take like a 10-second wait command, and that would give us a 10-second long turn. Okay, you're almost to where you're going. You managed to get that mine down. So where else do I want to put a mine? You know what? I'm going to put another mine right in here. Just in case one of them steps in and blows this up, but there are more guys following him. And then run over here, and I'm not 100% sure what you do after that.
System primed.
There's enough cover that they can probably approach us in perfect safety as long as they're willing to do it while crouching. Which, you know, they don't seem to have a problem with. Okay, so the internal defenses are pretty much in place. Probably want to be a little bit further forward. Maybe not. Because obviously, like, we want to make these doorways not useful, these two, but I had to be careful. Oh, actually, because of the fact that this door is set lower in the wall than that one is, he can't prevent this doorway from being useful, because my plan was, if I'm shooting through here and here, then there's nothing they can do from this doorway, but it looks like I can't do that while also covering this one. So that makes this a little trickier. What am I going to do with you? How are you going to be helpful here? I wonder if the better play is to have one of the rifles. I mean, it might be a little too late now. But yeah, maybe I should have had this rifle move around to this door. We could have made this approach unsafe. I mean, I could still go if they want to play this really slow approach game. And then we can just guard the doorway here with a mine. Gotta be careful about mining up too much, though, since I am now certain that they are not safe for our units to be near. So yeah, for right now, I guess I'm gonna keep... Yeah, I'm gonna keep this up. If this guy were to full sprint, I bet he doesn't get over here in 5 seconds. Also, he'll get killed. Yeah, so I don't need to worry about the minigun firing or anything. We'll just leave him there for now.
System primed.
At some point, the rifle guys are going to get close enough that they'll feel comfortable standing up and just challenging me.
Hostile.
Oh wow, apparently he felt that that was the safe range. Not exactly correct. You know what? I don't need cover. What I need is a good angle of fire through the doorway. Let's focus on that. And then as soon as this guy's through, we could start flooding the hallway with bullets if I want. Not sure if it's a good idea or not. I don't really know what I want to do with the mine layer at this point. I think we'll probably just stay put. Wait until it looks like there's a particular opportunity. I have no idea if those mines are visible to the enemy. They totally might be, right? Yeah, it's kind of a no man's land here. Yeah, well, that's unfortunate for you. Maybe we're gonna have to put some pressure on the remaining rifle. Let's give him one more turn to move forward, but it looks like we may have to go over there. I mean, probably there should be some kind of mission timer or something, because right, it doesn't actually mean anything for them to be able to just crouch here. If he crouches here forever, this is him losing the mission. As the defender, I probably shouldn't be compelled to go out there. It's hard to imagine a strategy that like actually beats our current position now, huh? I'm kind of curious. Let's run another turn or two and just see what he does. I don't know what his plan could possibly be. Oh. Our unit also got hit, though. That's a shame. Well, a little bit more regen time. It's not a big deal. The important thing is, we win. Denizen Valor has feelings about that. We should confer. You may have repelled us this time, but I haven't taken my eye off the Fixer-Upper. Sonata will inspire us to defeat you. Okay, goodbye. Well, you'd better hope that inspiration comes pretty quickly, because your days seem to be numbered. And that number is 0. It's a very small number. Alright. Normal strike team has been fully regrown at the HQ. Actually, you know what? We should probably not have them just sitting there. Oh, right. They're all... Everything's all screwed up. I've been moving units around so much. Well, I'm going to have them move over to our other housing building, which also needs a name. Man, I gotta stop and spend some time... There we go, you guys. I gotta stop and spend some time coming up with names here. Alright, let's do it. I don't see any reason to do any, like, negotiating or anything. She's just gonna tell us to go screw ourselves anyway, right? Alright, they have local militia, compromised satellite coverage. Yep, same deal as always. So the satellite coverage area, or the camera area, is inside the building. Their militia are just out in the street, and in fact, there's a rifle. No, this is a proper unit, right? This is one of them. Well, if we can start this by taking out a rifle unit, I would feel really good about that. Unfortunately, them having a rifle unit out in the street means that we are going to have serious problems with placement. We're probably not going to be able to start much closer than we already are. I'm trying to find, like, I would love to have 2 angles of fire on this rifle. Maybe this is the best we're going to be able to do. Just have these guys step out opposite sides. And then the turret can come up here and try to just watch this guy and also anybody who might emerge from that door. I don't know what I want to do with you. Got the shotgunner pretty far away from everything. Just hope to be able to get over to the door where it could theoretically actually be useful. And the grenadiers also, I guess, I can probably start. Yeah, I don't have to start so far back and then do as much running. I can start over here. I guess keeping one of the grenades back here is maybe a good idea, but it's probably the conventional grenade, because the gas grenade can be very useful for denying the doorway once we get closer. I am not going to give you any first turn orders, though, because I have no idea what I want you to do. Actually, that's not true. Here's something you can do. You can fire a shot out here, just try to, like, abbreviate this pistol unit's available approaches. Okay, so Shotgun Man. Keep ourselves safe in case their rifle unit is not killed during the turn. I think we should be cool to cross over here. I sure hope so. Alright, let's see how this first turn goes. A lot is going to depend on what this rifle unit does. I mean, we could test a couple of things. I assume we win this because there's two of us and my scoped rifle is apparently obsessed with the wrong unit. I do wish that when you give them an aim order, they would care about that order over other units they see. How about we do it like the other way around? You can be over here. We'll have the normal rifle like move to here and pressure. How does that look? That looks like us just plain losing. Yeah, stillness. A big deal. Maybe I want to start the scoped rifle over here. Try to take an even longer angle. Like if we do this, run to the car and aim in this general direction. I probably don't want to use this car for cover if I'm also shooting at it with a grenade launcher. I can try to just guard the angle of approach. Right, my turret unit is actually pretty vulnerable from there. You know what? This is only half cover. It's not an actual wall. I can just move to here and aim this way. My goal here is to give this rifle very limited ability to shoot at us without having to move first. I think we've accomplished that. Because if we can make it move first, then we get the advantage of stillness against it instead of the other way around, which seems to be pretty important. Okay, not seeing a lot of people doing a lot of helpful stuff here. You don't actually have an angle on this guy, I assume? I don't know, it kind of seems like you should. Shotgunner is definitely just going to get shot, right? Yeah. You need to back up. Can't shoot the toxic smoke into a position that matters at all, unfortunately. I'm a little worried about this guy actually getting an angle. Okay, really bad. So this guy can approach. He's not going to be visible for very long because he's hidden up to here, and then the abbreviation of the angle by this wall is going to take over shortly after. Right, so we don't actually get that kill. Oh, no, I still would. Yeah, I'm a little worried that he might be able to get close enough to make us suffer here. get inside of our optimal range, which would be bad. Okay, that was a colorful interpretation of that order. What I was trying to say is just walk back to where you currently are. Okay, that's pretty good. We have stationary positions. We force them to move. Yeah, I like this. This guy is too far away to be a threat.
System primed.
And in theory, that scoped rifle is in a position that should be pretty threatening to them.
Hostile neutralized.
Really, guy? You couldn't make that work? Well, that's pretty bad. So now, this guy's in a position where he's actually quite dangerous. We need to just run. Okay. I think we can cover that way. The turret turning around won't actually help anything at this point, so probably the turret also just tries to take a position to cover the doorway. There is only one entrance, which is actually probably pretty good for us. In a lot of situations, this would be really dangerous, but we have 2 grenade units, so we can definitely clear this area before moving in. We don't have to worry about them attempting a flank out of the other doorway or anything. Have our scoped rifle hopefully move forward into a position where we're threatening to those pistols. And I guess you guys can, at this point, cross the street.
System primed.
Okay, here's hoping I don't lose any units to their pistol guy, because that would be embarrassing. Really happy to have gotten rid of the assault rifle, though. This guy's all the way over here. And the thing is, we don't really need to go inside, right? Keep facing roughly this way the whole time. We're just going to have to scoop their lines of sight up a little bit here. Alright, grenade guy, once you're done with that, you just need to get over there. The turret probably... I don't know how much I want to be all the way back here. We don't know what's waiting for us inside. Nah, that's probably fine. I can't think of a place where I'd put him where he'd be more threatening. It's part of the problem.
System primed.
Alright, I think they're going to have a very hard time approaching us with the rifles as far back as they are.
Hostile
Yeah.
neutralized.
For that reason right there. So... what we can do here is have this guy sweep around this way. And this guy do the opposite. There's not going to be a lot of space left for him to hide. And yeah, we can afford to take it pretty slow here. I'm not in a big rush to open the door. Let's make sure that we are totally safe from the outside, and then we'll move inside. We have to wait for the grenade launcher to get over by the door anyway. Look at this cowardice.
System primed.
This, I guess, might be a good use for the long-term functionality. Just actually draw the path I want to use to pincer this guy. Just save a little bit of our real-world human time. Never mind, it's under control. Okay, let's do one more normal turn, it looks like. We'll take care of it, and then we'll turn around and prepare for the big move.
Hostile neutralized.
So, what is the big move? Probably what we're going to do is... take up positions like this. We'll have the grenade launchers back at kind of an oblique angle where it's hard for them to be shot, but they can drop grenades through very quickly. And we'll just do that thing where we have one unit run across the doorway and open the doors while everybody else stays put and keeps aiming. So this is definitely what the long-term functionality is for here. Take our quick positioning move, and it looks like it's about time. So, here's a problem. I can know when the door will open, but, like, that'll definitely go through, but I don't know where it will land because I can't tell whether it's going to cross over here. So maybe I don't want to shoot with you just yet, but I definitely want to just drop a grenade on the other side of this doorway. Tough to know whether that'll be safe or not for my unit standing outside. This should make it very clear. And then we have these guys watching. Alright, the door is green well before... Yep, okay. Alright, let's do it. Sorry, let's... short turn. So we have the scoped rifle, the normal rifle, and the turret all watching the doorway. I don't expect there will be anybody visible as soon as the door opens, but, you know. Wow, they apparently were waiting right there. Could we see what those were? Looks like it was a riot shield, and this might have been an actual rifle or an SMG. Not bad. Not a bad start. And I'm also being told that the faction leader's over there. Okay. Well, I kind of wish this was a normal smoke unit right now. I would love to know that this sightline was safe. I'm having a really hard time. Okay, it's here, but just decrease the magnitude. So if I take it down even a little bit, I'm no longer clearing the wall, it looks like. Yeah, alright, well, we can know that that is uncovered. Now we have to get pretty far in here before we can really feel safe. You have direct line of sight through, yeah, so if there were any snipers or anything, we'd already know where they were. So, I think we're safe to run in with the shotgunner? Oh, except that, right, there could be stuff along this wall. We are not, in fact, safe. Alright, a little bit of grenade work. And then, I mean, we have to actually test this somehow. Alright, here's what I think I'm going to do. The assault rifle, as the decent ranged unit who is least valuable, is going to do this thing. That's going to give us vision of a lot of stuff. Shotgunner, whoa, no, sorry. Stay on this side of the wall for now. It's a little overeager. He just holds down the door until we're ready to move. And you could be moved out to like here. Where can I... What I want is a situation where I can see through this door into that room. I know we're clearing right now, but post-clearing we will need people to make sure that this nothing moves in. Okay, that's pretty good.
System primed.
Okay. So knife, assault rifle, shotgun at the very least. Plus their faction leader ran inside. It looks like they've mostly fled this area though. I feel pretty safe doing this. What am I going to do with you, actually? Also, I really wish my turret would pick these dudes up. It seems like the turret has really long range sometimes. I guess this is very, very long. I am pushing it. Okay, turret needs to move up to be useful. Have this guy move up first. It doesn't look to me like they have a sniper. I think if they had a sniper, they would have placed it for better approach here. Or rather, to block off our approach better. Let's give it one of... There's an angle. There we go. Give it one of those. And I think maybe we just park and stay put until these guys... Well, until the scoped rifle at least is in position. Just hang out for one more turn. Yeah.
System primed.
I want our scoped rifle in position before anybody else tries to go through that doorway. We have all the time in the world out here. No reason to panic. Okay, it seems like they are just in full fleeing mode. And apparently visible out here in this area. Although we know this room is hidden. They still could have guys in here and here. I don't really want to unlock more areas before dealing with the enemies we have now, but I also really do want to have camera vision. I don't know. Alright, let's have you run in here. This is my plan. We got to get him closer so that he can actually do something. Same is broadly true with all the grenades. I feel pretty confident there's nobody over here, but that's not good enough. You can probably afford to just run inside, and the rifle can also afford to just run inside, probably. Actually, probably the same path the shotgunner's taking. Do not cancel your aim. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Just go ahead.
System primed.
Pretty much just everybody through the doorway, and if they have been smart enough to rotate somebody into this window position watching the door, then we're going to see some violence here. Some bad things are going to happen. No, they have seeded the entrance. Not, I think, their best move. I'm a little worried about Knife Guy. Need you two to get up here. Oh, I have the turret selected here. I was trying to select... Ah, I see what happened. It selected that node instead of selecting the rifle. Trying to make sure the knife cannot get through and approach us. And I think what we have to do... I mean, we have a pretty tight sightline available for the shotgun, right? If we can actually get over to here, being able to watch this little area is going to make it very difficult for the rifle to get the drop on us. Oh, except he has this available to him. We should do something about that. Now we'll be able to see them approach through this room, though. Yeah, okay. I'm not that worried, then. I think we got this under control. One grenadier goes this way. The other grenadier just pushes forward. I think let's send the toxic smoke one this way, because we can just block this doorway forever, while we use the other grenade launcher to actually threaten people.
System primed.
So this probably is a pretty safe approach, but they have a lot of room to retreat into. I think we're going to see that. They're going to fall way back. All right, their rifle unit is staying put in their HQ room. I think we really just want to spend another turn moving, right? I'm not 100% sure that enemies can't come out of these doors. Like, we've seen enemies run through lockdown doors, but it was always enemies running from an area we could already see in. Like, the enemies that are actually inside this room may just not be active until the lockdown is fired, so we might not have to worry about this. I don't feel, like, super safe about that. God, I wish I knew where this rifle was. Well, let's run another turn. We have a lot of movement to go. Because I want to do the same thing we did with that pistol guy, right? Where we have two people wing out to opposing sides and just really abbreviate their available angles of movement. But I don't feel safe doing it if I don't know where that rifle is, because we have to be careful with our rifle not to just walk into him. Now that we can see him, though, I feel a lot more safe doing something like this. Smoke grenade is not immediately going to be useful, but get in position here. So how do I want to approach this? How do we want to close off their angles even further? It definitely involves moving the scoped rifle into a position where they can see that. And this might be slow going, you know? I want to move the grenade launcher forward, but I gotta make sure I do it in such a way that I don't accidentally step on the thing here. I'm not gonna queue up a movement order. So we don't know where the knife is. Yeah, whatever. This should be safe. If the knife comes out here, the shotgun will protect him. If they are not willing to move toward us, if they want to play this really safely, this could end up taking quite a while. They have a really good defensible position here, and honestly, there's not a lot of reason for them to give it up. So probably the thing I actually want to do is get our scoped rifle toward being able to move out to here. But it's dangerous. Okay, you know what we can do? I can have this guy run across and crouch, right? And then from back here, I can just fire ugly grenades. And if they miss, they miss. No harm done. Because it turns out we brought an infinite number of them along on the mission with us. Shotgun guy can guard the approach, while this guy starts to move up and threaten to move in behind the table as well. And then this shotgunner probably don't stop aiming. I want to make sure that we're actually under control here. I don't want anybody to run through this doorway, right? So this is where you're looking the whole time you're moving forward. And honestly, the grenade launcher also moves forward, probably. Turret guy. I guess this is really the ideal angle for the turret, but it's going to stop being ideal shortly afterward, like when we have to crack these other rooms. Still, maybe we do actually move the turret over here. If they're going to keep falling back, we gotta keep pressing them. Okay, so the shotgunner gets into defensive position. Yeah, alright, I like this. I like this as a start. If they were to rush us with their shotgunner right now, they might be able to get some real damage done. We are not quite in position to guard against that yet. Oh, we might get the rifle here. They get a turn while the stuff is in the air. That's a shame. He's not close enough to... Okay, so do that. And then get back behind here and crouch. We can just lock him in there. And then fill that room with explosions. I think this is a safe time to move this guy up to guard this angle, because they're going to be they're going to have to move away from the grenade, right? So we know they're moving. Oh, hey, that grenade did not go exactly where I wanted it to. Oh, why? Hold on. Ah, because I had not deleted the initial shoot order. There we go. Okay. They're going to, I think, have a very hard time moving out of this. Once this guy is here, the shotgunner no longer serves a purpose there, but I'm not really sure what to do with him. I guess for right now he can move over to here and crouch.
System primed.
This is going to be a very, very tough turn for them. Okay. So that's the kill shot already in the air, right? And as far as we know, the way this works is the effectiveness of a shot is determined at the time it is fired. So actually, while continuing to aim right here, we have a huge range advantage now, with them apparently no longer having a rifle. Yeah, I'm comfortable letting that gas lapse. We should probably approach, right? And have you stand back up, get along the wall, and move in. Nobody's coming out through here, obviously, so we're not in any danger of that. What if this guy crouches right now? The kill shot, or sorry, that's the opposite of the thing I wanted. The kill shot's in the air, so he's dead, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think they're pretty done for. If any of them run out here, they're just going to get rifled. I think we can just hit prime. This looks really, really bad. I'm pretty pleased. Like, this is exactly what I was trying to get accomplished. Okay, so we don't know for sure whether these guys are alive or not. Actually, we know that they are, right? Because we would have been told hostile neutralized otherwise. Seems strange. There's nowhere for them to be. So this is... we could start getting ready to go in here, right? I think that's got to be the play. The shotgunner can probably stand up. I guess I can approach a little bit. They definitely can't come out this door. We'd see them if they came out either of these two. Yeah, I don't know. This is there's a mystery to me why these two didn't die. Apparently didn't die. Hold on. Can we fire a shot from here that fully encompasses the room? I would have thought so. It sure looks like we can. Move forward just a little bit, because it does look like we're leaving out the corners a tiny little bit. Okay. May as well do this too. Right? This back thing isn't a doorway. Yeah, there's nowhere really for them to have gone.
System primed.
Maybe they are actually dead, but it usually tells us when we kill a unit even if we can't see them. Oh, they're still alive somehow.
Hostile neutralized. You are victorious.
Oh, okay. Apparently that was it. We don't have to open this stuff up at all. Well, that's a lot of money. Probably a building cert too, right? Yep. Another early warning system, another interference generator. We have a call coming through. Blue Sunlight has been eliminated, and we've captured their leader after wounding them in the fighting. So we're gonna let them go into hiding. I'm a little worried about what this is going to do to the plot in terms of making it, like, extremely nonsensical, because it seems like the phase of the plot that we're gearing up into is, now we must go after Blue Sonata with everything we have. But I guess we're going to press this button and, you know, maybe we've just ruined the storyline. It was already pretty ruined. The safeguard thing was almost unretrievable. Okay, but we have now eliminated almost every faction that has ever been antagonistic toward us. We definitely need Strike Fear 2 to come back to this location, because we got to redistribute those units. But this has been a very good start. If we take out Guest, then I think we actually have removed everybody who's ever been antagonistic toward us. But at the moment, we're cool with Guest, right? I think I invested in them. They probably... truce. I'm not going to spend a bunch of effort messing with them. If they want to be better friends, that's fine. If they don't, that's also fine. You know, kind of whatever. Now, let's just have everybody get home. We have a call coming through. Safeguard have always disturbed me. I know we need military capacity to take on Sonata, but they're trying to pull the Council toward an extreme viewpoint. They've always hated blue sunlight, so this just feels too convenient. Gee, I wonder why they would have any animus toward blue sunlight. How could anybody not love those guys? I just can't figure out Sonata's random violence. Why does it need to be so aggressive when all it's doing is trying to uncover these relics? Even Charon's palm was mostly concerned with military engagement. The deaths at the realization didn't seem to be part of its intention. I can't study it under this amount of pressure. We're spending all of our energy beating it back and none on understanding it. Yeah, that does seem to be a huge problem with our approach. I agree with that. Alright, let's have everybody approach. We definitely want to store all this stuff here. We definitely also want to drop all of our weird items. Sorry, this is not what I want at all. Interact with these guys, drop the interference generator, and drop the early warning system. I don't even know what I want to do with these. Like, we could move them to other buildings. Do we have more than one here? Satellite jamming, early warning system. Yeah, we have other stuff. We in fact have 3 early warning systems sitting in this building right now. So we should move them out to our other properties, but also, it's not really going to be a problem, probably. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I do know, however, that while this is a little shorter than the episodes usually are, I certainly don't have time for another full mission. So, I think this is where we're going to stop for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time. I swear, we're going to name some units, and then I guess we'll wait and see what Sonata wants to do to us next. And we'll see you then.